Welcome to my yoga practice. Today or tonight, whatever time it is for you, we are going to dive into the reclined butterfly pose. This pose is also known as the reclined cobbler's pose. More information about this pose will be listed in the description below. But the purpose of this pose today is to help with period pain. And what's great about this pose is that there's an exercise that goes along with it that I would like to demonstrate as well. It's not yoga, but it's a basically like basic training type exercise that you can do throughout the month that will alleviate period pain during your period, whether you're doing this pose or not during your period. However, if you do this pose during your period, it does loosen up a lot of the tension that can happen during your period. So I'm going to get into a little bit of detail about what I experienced personally so that if you are looking for something that's going to help alleviate that pain, you've come to the right place. When I experience period pain, I experience it all the way up my back, all the way up my spine, into my shoulder blades, into my neck. And when it's really bad, I'll even experience it all the way down the length of my arms into my fingertips. Because what happens for me is these muscles down here get so convoluted and tight that it pulls everything down and pinches nerves up here, and it's just extremely painful. So I have to keep on top of doing stretches and exercises all the way throughout the month. Otherwise, I'm bedridden for my periods. They're so painful. Now to get into this pose, it's very easy. Go ahead and get your butt down to your feet. Feet flat on the ground. Remember, if you've watched my other episodes, you know that you want to get your feet as flat onto the ground as possible, spreading your toes out, getting even the little places in between your feet and the balls of your toes. Try to press even that down into the mat, even the arches of your feet down into the mat, because what you're going for is you're going for activating all of the muscles up and down your legs and connecting them to the earth or the ground. And so spread those toes out, flatten those feet, press down, activate those muscles. And if you can get your butt close to your feet, do it. If not, it's okay, you don't have to. And we're just gonna rest in this position for a moment and breathe. So I like to leave an arch in my back. You're gonna have many people tell you not to do this. I like it. It's comfortable, it doesn't hurt, and makes me think less. So try to get that butt down to your feet if you can. If not, that's okay. Scoot it back. Get your shoulder blades down to the ground. And breathe. Breathe in. Press down into the ground. Breathe out. And relax. And melt into the ground. Right, So this is not alleviating any pain, is it? No. So what we want to do is we want to spread our knees out, nice and wide. It's okay. Gently. And you want your toes to be together, just like as if your hands are together. Put your toes together, your heels together, and try to get them as flat on each other as possible. So press into each other, activating those hamstrings if you can. Now this is all at your comfort level. Obviously we're trying to alleviate pain, so if you are on your period and this is painful, don't press into the pain. Just relax and get your butt in whatever position doesn't hurt right now, okay? Because that's what we're going for right now. You want to use this practice to imagine your tailbone all the way up to your crown being a complete straight line. So pretend there's a rod between your feet, okay? And it's completely straight. If you need to, go ahead and put your hands under your butt. Or you may even need to hold your legs. Again, be conscious of how straight and aligned your back is. It is so easy to get your spine twisted. And it takes a lot of awareness and many practices to get that spine aligned. So the exercise that you can do during the month that will help these muscles remain loose during your period is a butterfly crunch. So the butterfly crunch goes like this. You have your hands under, well actually, if you want to do it correctly, have your hands above your head for the butterfly crunch. And if you're on your period and you just can't do it, don't worry about it. But if you're ambitious, go for it. Again, you want to make sure that your back and your spine is aligned, so do the best you can to get both shoulder blades evenly onto the floor. I like to make this shape with my hands above my head, my crown chakra. It reminds me of The Sims. They have that little green diamond thing above their heads. And lift. You can lift this high, or if you want to go even further, keep going and lift all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 25. And you can do 3 sets of those, and that is going to allow you to actively align your back and your hips. Actively meaning your toes and your legs can go all sorts of wobbly ways while you're doing your crunches, your butterfly crunches. But you are consciously trying to keep those feet as if they're holding a pole that's straight and keep them down the center as you make your movements. And this will activate some of these lower abdominal muscles that don't always get used in other kinds of crunches because your hips are externally rotated and you're stretching things and using muscles that just don't normally get activated. And when you do this, you're stretching those muscles that are really, really, really tense and tight back here that get all tangled up and warped and everything during your period because of all those chemicals that are being released during your period. And this helps release the chemicals that will loosen up those muscles and alleviate some of the pain, numb some of the pain. So that is the butterfly pose and the butterfly crunch exercise that goes along with it. It has done wonders for me. Now I will absolutely be posting more videos with other poses and possibly other exercises that will help alleviate period pain because it is such a point of interest for myself since I am bedridden when I don't take care of my body because the pain is so bad. And so thank you for joining me in this practice today. I hope that this is helpful for you. I do suggest practicing the crunches and the stretches all times of the month, not just on your period, because it will still help even during your period if you've done it during the month. So, thank you. The light within me recognizes and values the light within you. Thank you for joining me in my practice today. Namaste.